I recently, on the network of TV stations that air my TV stuff, I recently did a television special, and one of the areas I concentrated on was grocery prices. And we went out and we really shopped and saw what things cost. And it's not hype that groceries are cheaper at Walmart. They really are. It's not hype that they are much cheaper than Walmart if you go to Aldi or if you live in a part of the country that has Lidl. Now, I just named 3 stores that a lot of people are really polarized about and may not like the experience of shopping in Walmart, shopping at Aldi, shopping at Lidl. But there's another store that is kind of it's way past a cult in the United States because we got tens of millions of people that are members of it. It's Costco. And by the way, this information about Costco would also trend very closely at Sam's Club or at the regional warehouse club, BJ's Wholesale Club. So the crazy thing is that, according to a study done by CNET, is that a traditional supermarket is, get this, going to a traditional, which are usually regionals, the only national would be Kroger, that a traditional supermarket is over 50% more expensive, like item to like item, if you can match them up, because the selection is a lot less at Costco and Sam's Club. There's more selection at BJ's Wholesale, but they were doing Costco compared to traditional. You pay more than 50% more on average per unit of food item you buy, however it's measured, ounces, whatever. You pay more than 50% more at a traditional supermarket than you do at Costco. I mean, think about that. You know, during the high inflationary cycle we've been in, a lot of people who turn their noses up at shopping at Costco for groceries, even if they were Costco members, have been buying groceries like maniacs at Costco. And I can't imagine it's different at Sam's Club or BJ's Wholesale. That people in the past may have said, yeah, their grocery prices may be better, but look at the quantities you have to buy and all that. And I don't want to go there and have to deal with the huge parking lot and all the crowds and buy the groceries, blah, blah, blah. But you run prices up on people, and suddenly, well, they're a little more motivated to go to the warehouse club and grocery shop. Now, as part of the TV special I did, we went around and looked, and a lot of the items, and I wish we had put exact math to this, but a meaningful number of the items were in quantities that were small enough in grocery for a single individual or a couple to buy, which is one of the big objections I hear is, well, it's just me or it's just us. You know, we don't have a household full of kids. How could I buy there? Because you have to buy a lifetime supply. So one thing, a number of the items were sold in small enough units that you're fine buying them even as an individual or a couple. Second thing, we went through several aisles and looked at the pull date, the best by date on items, or use by date on items. And over again, there were items that I'd put in the category of semi-perishable. So even if you shop at one of the warehouse clubs and you think, well, I can't buy that because look how much you have to buy. If the item has a 2-year or 3-year shelf life, odds are you can use up that quantity in 2 or 3 years. So if you're really bummed by how much more, even as inflation curves, the curve bends down, groceries aren't suddenly going to go way down in price like cars are gonna, electronics have, computers have, clothing has. You're not going to see that with groceries. There are reasons inherent in the grocery business that the inflation that's there, you'll have individual items that may go way back down in price, but the overall cost of groceries is now at a higher level. So using strategies to save, even going forward, even if grocery prices do fully level off overall, it's more of your budget going to them. So doing these things that will lower those prices, absolutely worth it. As for shopping at Costco, Sam's, and BJ's Wholesale, unless you don't like yourself, stay out of a warehouse club on Saturday and Sunday. Do your grocery shopping or other shopping early in the week, and know that when we get to January, you could take a cannon and fire it off early week in a warehouse club, and you won't hit anybody at all because the shoppers evaporate when January comes around.